brutal comparisons that, oh, you know what, y'all suck and y'all are bad and, you know, the original was the best. Sure, I respect their opinion, but at the same time, I don't let it get to me because I feel like that's their journey to make. But having said that, there are also some incredible people who say, you know, this is okay, great, this is nice what y'all are bringing, but the original was the most amazing, and I get that.
I don't enter the room and say, hi, I'm Pashmina Roshan or whatever, this one's daughter, this one. That's how not how anyone does it.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's just like a natural progression of things.
ज़िंदगी में अगर कुछ बनना हो, कुछ हासिल करना हो, कुछ जीतना हो, तो हमेशा अपने माँ और पापा का नाम लो. फिर देखना, हर मुश्किल आसान हो जाएगी, हर जंग आसान हो जाएगी, जीत तुम्हारी होगी, सिर्फ तुम्हारी.
He's also saying it like that.
In terms of red flags, I think the basics, like for me, it's the fundamentals like, you know, if you're disrespectful, if you don't look into my eyes while, you know, we talk and that kind of, that just connecting. For me, that's a big one. Because I've noticed a lot of times, you know, you can see that they're zoning out in a conversation.
Hello everybody, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Zoom Speak Easy. My favorite thing to do is of course have really cute conversations about love and friendship with adorable people. I get to do that with a very talented cast. The team of Ishq Vishq Rebound with me. Your favorite people right now. They're trending everywhere and we will talk about Ishq Vishq Rebound. So here it is. Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I am so excited, but it is true. Who doesn't like talking about love?
Absolutely.
Rohit ko pucho. Rohit has been doing. No, I'm saying Rohit has done like so many sessions with me on
I think
that.
we've only spoken about love.
But it's the world is around love.
That
How
is-
can we not talk
That
about
is
love?
Absolutely, love is the answer.
Love is the answer to everything. But like I said, it is fantastic because now when you open Instagram, all you can see is.
Ishq Vishq Rebound.
I can't say Ishq Vishq nowadays. I only say Ishq.
Ishq. I like that.
I mean, who says Ishq Vishq nowadays? But it's fantastic. I think it's been a while. I have missed seeing good rom-coms on screen. And all of us have grown up in that. We've sat in front of screens and wished for that this love story comes true in our cases. You're getting back the essence of romance. Let's talk about that. How much have we missed it and how much you're excited to bring it back.
I've missed it a lot. It's my favorite genre to watch. I think whenever I've had a long day and I want to unwind, I just want to watch a nice rom-com. I want to watch a nice slice of life, coming of age kind of film.
Yeah.
And that's the film that I feel are not getting made as much anymore. There's definitely some space left for that. There's some room for that. And I'm very excited that we're coming with Ishq Vishq Rebound, which is a film about exactly those things. It's about love, it's about friendship, it's about confusion, it's about coming of age of four people and, you know, their relationships intertwined with one another. So I am very, very, very excited to bring that back.
Fantastic. Pashmina.
I mean, I'm a sucker for romance. If it's like films or even books, like it's my favorite genre, and I'm so happy that my first film is romantic.
Yeah.
And Rohit said what he had, like he said it about it not there being like a little bit of a lack for romance and
Yeah.
like light, easy breezy films that you can just like go bunk college and watch.
Absolutely.
I know, because I would do that. I would bunk college and go and watch romantic films. But yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. Not bunk college, but
I bunked
watch romantic films.
I bunked college for life and started working
in romantic
films
films. That's
and shows.
amazing.
What fun.
You have manifested what you watched on screen. You're
Correct.
living,
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
living the dream.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it feels amazing.
Yeah. All right. What about you?
So yeah, like I mean, I think all 90s kids and all, our soul is about romantic films. Like
Yeah.
we've grown up seeing the biggest actors, you know, do so much romance, and I think somewhere it's in our DNA now, you know, and like coming back to the films and doing a rom-com, you know, a sweet love story with these amazingly talented people, I think it's a dream come true, and I'm just thrilled, yeah, I'm just living each day And yeah, it's a little dream which is just coming true.
Everywhere Jibraan will be the Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum Wonder Boy. Is now is going to be
Wonder Boy.
replaced now with Ishq Vishk
Rebound.
Rebound star.
Ishq Vishk.
Ishq
I just
Inshallah, yeah, hope so.
Yeah, which is fantastic. I mean, it's been quite a journey
Yeah,
for you
and
also.
we're getting so much love, you know, Rudrani. Like you said, we're opening Instagram every morning, and it's like Ishq Vishk Rebound. The song is trending. Sony is trending,
I know.
and now we have just dropped our song Chot Dil Pe Lagi.
I love this original.
Yeah.
I love the remix. I'm very excited.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I mean it's all just so surreal, yeah. We're just living it and enjoying it. It's actually a very fresh album, you know. It's very beautiful, and I think it is resonating with the younger
With the
crowd.
younger
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Who sings really well here?
Rohit,
Oh God! Why would you do that?
random bombs.
None of us sing
Random
well.
bombs.
None of us sing
No
well.
chance.
I know he doesn't.
Random
I
bombs.
know he doesn't. I know. He
Actually, to be very honest, I think even Rohit's going to agree. Pashmina has the
Yeah,
best
she does
voice.
have a beautiful
उसका
voice.
वो जो high level का सुर है,
Come on.
her high level sur.
Jibraan, I
Yeah.
will give you also mine.
No,
They
no,
are
I
making
can-
fun of me.
Absolutely
I know.
not.
I,
Do we
Listen,
look
I've
like
heard
that?
you sing Sony
I
Sony
would
when you
be
were
an
dancing with me.
embarrassment to my
Let's do
father
it.
if I sang right now. He would chuck me out of the house. I wouldn't be allowed
One line you
that.
can sing, yeah.
One, I'll join
Letting
you.
me
I
stay
think
over.
you
You
should
gotta
sing.
do this.
I'll join you.
Come
I'll
on,
tell you, let's dance.
Rudrani.
They're. I'll join you. I'll
Which
also
one?
be made
Which
fun
one
of.
are you singing?
I think you should sing Chot. I think you should sing
Yeah,
Chot.
yeah, yeah. Come
We
on.
should do
Come
Chot.
on.
It's a
Come on.
Chot day.
If someone,
I'll join you.
if everyone sings, I'll sing.
Of
I'll
course,
join
we'll
you.
join in.
No,
We'll
no,
join
I
in.
can see it.
Arey, promise.
अरे we will. हमको तो
join
मौका
us.
चाहिए.
I'll
Yes.
join.
I'll join in.
I'll
Okay, the
join.
girls. Girls.
Girls will join.
Girls
Come
will
on.
join. Look at the boys.
You can't do this.
I'm,
yeah.
I'm team. Listen, I'm going to sing with you. I'm also going to be made fun of. One line, come. Let's
Come
be
on.
fun.
Hey,
Chot
just sing it
dil
nicely,
pe
yeah.
What do you sing well? प्यार होने लगा
Hey.
तेरे से ही सही दिल तुझ में खोने लगा.
Yeah, I
So
think you should
cute.
stop now.
So, you are quite
No, it's beautiful. She's looking like a heart, making all the hearts around her.
And
flutter.
which is
looking
how
like a
every
heart.
all hearts break by
I
singing.
love it. I love it.
You know, there was a very cheesy thing. Na Lal mere dil ka.
I told Rohit this that day. He wore a very nice red shirt. He
There
said,
you
I'm
go.
looking like a fire extinguisher.
Ella? Not bad.
Man, round.
One day we should all wear it.
I think what you Naila
So
sang very well.
I've done
Yeah.
that.
Naila also sings well.
Naila
Naila's
also,
words are
Have
beautiful.
you
I
heard?
can,
One second. Naila, speak some things. Just let
She'll
them
ask
hear
me a
your voice.
question and then I'll start.
I love how they like speak something. Nah? It's cute.
I
I
love
love
But
it.
genuinely, if you hear
Beautiful.
Naila,
Yeah.
like
Beautiful.
her words are
Yeah,
very
yeah.
like
Addiction's
to
very
the
good.
point.
Naila,
Yes.
इतनी तारीफ हो गई है, तो
हो
let's
गई है.
start.
Yes.
You know, you've done such varied work,
Yeah.
and we've come back to the best genre of commercial cinema, rom-com.
You know, you're so right because I feel like my core has always, like all of us, has been romance.
Yeah.
We're the 90s kids that were kind of stuck between these two worlds of your fantastic 70s and 80s, and then we had that change and that shift in cinema where we saw a new age romance coming into the picture, and then we had like a Dil Chahta Hai that really changed the game
Defined.
in terms of how friendships were shown and how romance was shown. And you're right, I've played a varied spectrum of characters, and surprisingly enough, romance was something that I hadn't dabbled with. And I just feel so blessed that I've gotten an opportunity to kind of go back to my core, which is fundamentally that romantic girl. So I'm so excited.
Very well
I'm
said.
excited that I'm in this space, and there has been a bit of a saturation in terms, you know, we've had multiple action and thrillers and murder mysteries. So I feel like hopefully Ishq Vishk Rebound is kind of breaking the clutter with that, and we're going back to just that college
Going back to basic.
freshness.
Yeah.
Going back to basics.
College freshness that we all have just really missed.
you say that, and I must talk about college romance, right? And I think once we are in our teens and then we want to go to college, and the first thing we want to hope is that I hope, we always assume that we're going to find the love of our life. And that usually doesn't happen. Some people do get it. Let me just be very out there. But we all have those crushes. We all have those moments. I'm sure you all have had it.
मेरा तो स्कूल से चालू हो गया.
So cute. So let's hear the stories of first love and first crushes, and maybe then heartbreaks, because that usually doesn't last. If anyone's got their first love, I mean, I can't assume that let me not say things like that. Can happen.
Yeah.
But I don't want to break.
I
someone
didn't go to
else.
college, so I had no such
Not
expectation.
college, yeah, like any first.
Anywhere, I'm sure experienced that first crush butterflies feeling.
I know each one of theirs.
I mean,
We all do now.
I mean, the first time ever was in school when I was, I think, pre-primary is when I felt it for the first time. But that was obviously like to a teacher, and that was very sweet. And then the first time I actually felt something where she reciprocated was this girl who used to live in the complex where I used to live back in Delhi, and it was very it was very random. Like now when I think about it, just like it was BBM. Everything was just BBM, BlackBerry Messenger, and and then over something very stupid, silly, we stopped talking, and that was supposedly a breakup.
Digitally broke up.
And, I mean, we did meet. We used to live in the same complex, but then after that, it was supposedly a breakup, and then I put up a Facebook status, and that was the end of it.
But even then, did you take heartbreaks that seriously?
No, not at all. I didn't even know what like heartbreaks and all were at that time, I think. Yeah.
What about you?
Me, my first crush was in 4th grade.
So
This little
cute.
boy that used to sit next to me. And I thought first he was being very mean to me because he would say moti, moti, moti. So I was just like, gone, this guy doesn't have a crush on me at all. But then turns out I misheard him. He was actually saying moti, moti. So he was calling me a
like
moti.
pearl.
Like
So
a
kuch
pearl.
nahi hua.
I've
Pashmina
never
is
heard
actually,
men use words like pearl and all that.
I
yeah?
know.
And that also little
I
kids.
know. Look
begun
at the
searching
missed
for him again now.
opportunity. If there is a word that's the opposite of delusional, was me. In 4th standard. Very pessimistic kid.
Acha, very practical.
Yeah. Then the first time it was reciprocated was in school. I think it was 9th or 10th grade. But we had to like end it very quickly because when my mom found out, she called up his mom straight away. And he got very scared, so he broke up with me.
Okay. We have nothing to say.
Yes.
Culture auntie, why did you do this? Nothing to say.
My mom called up his mom. Oh my god, all my school friends, if any of them watch it, they all know it.
Jibraan, moving on from one
Yes.
not so successful one to the other.
So of course, my first crush was of course a very sweet teacher of mine. But then of course, I think towards what is the 8th, 9th standard? Senior school?
Yeah.
Secondary?
Yeah.
There was, I had that puppy love and all that, and it didn't work out, and I was very heartbroken and all. I was like, never going to fall in love and all that.
So you became that
But by the time,
londa.
full. But by the time then I
You know,
reached,
you talk to women.
Such londa.
no, I didn't stop
Shah Rukh
talking.
Khan has made that like a real thing.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
8th grade, I don't think anybody becomes a
Not
Satlonda.
Londa, but I was definitely like, this is the one I'm never going to and all. But I reached college and bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so
Then you get over it.
yeah. I was sweet.
I think in school, there was one. And in fact, that crush stayed till I was the long period of my school life. But my true idea of love was genuinely like when I first watched my first, film in the theater. In fact, even one of them was a Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, where I saw that song of Kajol and Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, in the dunes, Suraj hua madham, and I was sold. I wanted that kind of slow motion sari urna, bal, hawa, and I feel like my standards were set too high from a very young age because of that.
No, Naila.
Because obviously you're not getting that.
Yeah.
So I used to come to my room and then play the same game with my blow dryer.
Of course.
Or standing in front of the AC.
Young. Yeah, standing in front of the AC.
Yeah.
Rohit, I've known you for a while to know that you are extremely secure also as an actor. You know, you've done smaller parts but very impactful parts. And then, of course, you know, with Mismatched and everything else, things turned out. You know that you're stepping into, while the story is completely different, you know that people are going to say, you know, Shahid's done this, and because it's iconic. But I know there's there, right? There's so much love, but there will be someone, there's a hardcore Shahid Kapoor fan, you including, he also is one. So
Absolutely.
are all of us.
We all are.
Right? They will all, and I know it's tricky, right? Because some people are so protective about it, and the purists out there are like, "Arey, original ko kharab mat karna," even if it's a continuation.
Yeah.
But I see that you acknowledge that, and you keep reminding everybody that, you know, we are our own people.
Yeah.
You know, give this a shot, and you'll see.
I just like to kind of bring this in that, you know, it's really sweet of you to call me a very secure actor, but I think it's an everyday process.
Of course.
I don't think anybody can, you know, a couple films into it can become the most secure actor. Chalo, let me not make a blanket statement. Maybe some people are.
Yeah.
I am not that person. You know, there are too many things that one gets insecure about.
Sure.
And it's every day you need people around you who are there to kind of remind you of what you're capable of and how your insecurities are more yours than anybody else's. In the sense, like, it's more magnified in your head. For me, it's most like my entire team knows now that I overthink a lot, everything. So it's a constant reminder of, you know, Rohit, relax. It's fine. Everything's going to be okay. So I think that's one part of it. Second part of this conversation about people, you know, having some sort of comparison to the OG Ishq Vishk, as they say. I feel like it's only fair, no? It's only fair because I understand the love that this film brought in everybody's life. I understand the joy it brought in everybody's life, including mine and my sisters and my brother. You know, we all watched it when we were younger. And I think while there is comparison, there's of course some just pure brutal comparisons that, oh, you know what, y'all suck and y'all are bad and, you know, the original was the best. Sure, I respect their opinion, but at the same time, I don't let it get to me because I feel like that's their journey to make. But having said that, there are also some incredible people who say, you know, this is okay, great, this is nice what y'all are bringing, but the original was the most amazing. And I get that. They've lived with that film for years. We can't suddenly bring this same franchise back and expect them to feel like, हाँ वो ठीक था, ये भी बहुत अच्छा है. I get it. I get the emotion behind it, and I completely respect and adore that, in fact. Because in my life, I would want that kind of loyalty towards the work that I do, you know, from my fans.
So lovely.
I would really like that for myself. So I completely understand, respect it. Having said that, please go watch it.
But hands down, one of the most honest answers I have
Yeah.
heard. I know people who would not, and I absolutely respect you for this. But I would also again get back the fact, the reason I said secure, I know you have your insecurities, like you said, but I was saying that is because I've never heard you say that. I'm, you know, even in films that I'm with somebody else, I'm going to be and sitting and worrying about the fact that, you know, this one's getting more and I'm not getting. I have not seen you heard make those. So for me, I think that's also really credible, because in this industry, it's so difficult to not. Everybody is telling you, देखो वो ये कर रहा है, तुम क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? I'm sure you're like 100%
that's also
hearing
got to
that.
do with the fact that whenever you're going into a project, you know exactly what you're going in with.
Yeah.
Right? It's not, you're not going into it expecting a certain something and then you get something else completely. I think that's a very conscious sort of thought process that goes behind before we get onto a project. Even when we're auditioning, it's not just that, oh, when you're offered is when you have these opportunities. Even when you're auditioning, I feel like once you've auditioned, you do get to read the script before you know, say yes to the part. If they, let's say, you know, there are some filmmakers who would not want you to read the script, which is also fine. Even then, they make you read your sides. So you know exactly what you have in the film. And I operate from a fact that, you know, for example, a film like Vikram Vedha or A Sky is Pink, or even Dear Zindagi for that matter, I loved my parts. I loved what they did to the story, what those parts did to the stories, respective stories. So I feel like going into those films and then saying, "Arey, but I don't have enough to do," would be stupid on my part more than anybody else's.
And I also feel like now the times are changing. even if you look at a Mamla Legal Hai, it's an ensemble. It's an
100%.
out and out ensemble. You don't see it as hero, heroine.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that the idea and the definition of what a hero, heroine is today is changing. It's more about the actor that you are, and like Rohit said, each character can bring so much of essence. I mean, there are actors who we probably their names are on the tip of our tongue, so have probably done 1 or 2 scenes in a film, and they will stand out more.
100%.
I feel like if
100%.
there is talent, I don't think it can be
Measured in these kind of
and also like hidden
compartmentalized.
away.
Yes.
If you have the talent, I think it'll be recognized.
It'll be
And
seen.
she's very rightly said. I feel like it can't. No project can be shouldered completely on one person
Yeah,
or one
that's not how
character.
it works.
It's very boring. The fact of the matter is that it'll be very boring if I have
Correct.
to watch one person's story out and,
And
out
one
for
face constantly.
2 hours, 3 hours. When it comes to series, 8 hours. You know,
100%.
it needs to be of many different characters, their different stories,
A
which is
universe
what
coming
makes
together.
it correct. Which is what makes it more realistic.
Yeah.
So I feel like to kind of categorize it, saying that this is the lead, this is not the lead, I don't quite
Yeah.
understand that also.
100%. I'm so glad you joined in because I was going to come to you, Naila. Like I was saying, of course, you mentioned Mamla Legal Hai. You were part of Thappar, which is, as Naila very well knows, one of my favorite films ever. So there are a lot of people in your ears always telling you as actors that, this is the kind of thing that you should go for as a launch and, go this way, like save yourself or whatever. I feel like it's extremely interesting that you didn't do that.
Yeah.
I want to know why, where did that conviction come from? Because I don't think you had too many people telling you what to do.
No, actually, there are lots of people that say the same very dialogues, like save yourself,
Yeah.
don't show too much too soon, wait for that big golden opportunity, so to
Absolutely.
say. But I think I operate and I function just from a very different space. I've come from a theatre and dance background, so for me, performing arts is something that I've always loved doing. And when I was getting those little opportunities, whether it was a little baby part in Tamasha to a cameo in Bareli Ki Barfi, I knew that I was doing it because I want to learn how to be in front of the camera, do what I love doing, which is being a performer. And I was not kind of getting bogged down by the labels that there is this big actor and I'm playing a smaller part.
Fantastic.
And I just kind of keep that thought constantly. In fact, even with this film, I've always seen each and every part of theirs as a holistic thing. I'm not
Comparing.
doing, she's got this and he's got that. Because I feel at the end of the day, it's the film that's going to shine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not, someone's not going to turn around and say, XYZ is why this, film. The film in totality is only going to work when your context and your universe makes sense. And I wanted to always be a part of that universe. And, touch wood, I've been able to kind of get my way up on my own. And I'll continue to do so because I feel like for me, it's not lead heroine. For me, it's banging character and do the best that you can do.
Onwards and upwards.
Thank you.
Of
Oh,
course,
that's sad.
fantastic. I definitely think that child actors do not have that kind of rosy life that people assume because I'm sure at that age, you don't know what to do with the kind of love you're
Yeah.
getting and being recognized by everybody literally, and I think you dealt with that in your own ways. I want to know how you dealt with that, and then of course, not just that, you were in a film that had Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, and then you had, with actors like that, right? And you still kind of made that mark when you were that young. And I'm sure you learned so much from when you work with people like Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, with Kajol, and fantastic actors like that. Because I remember because he had said when he worked with Hrithik and how he used to observe, I have a feeling it must have been a world like that for you.
I think I did 3 films as a kid, and I did them with such great talents. Like one was with Mr. Govinda,
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik, Mr. Bachchan, Anil Kapoor sir, and I think every set I was too young, but of course I did learn like, my God, these guys are so talented, ma'am. And to start with, they don't act. I want to say it in Hindi. वो माहौल बना देते हैं. Like one scene, like I remember even with Govinda sir, like if there were 4 lines, Rudrani, I'm not kidding, he used to say 20. And David sir used to be like, "Yaar, मैं क्या काटूँ अभी?" You know, because he's just said so much, and I was a baby, and I understood this. So I think somewhere these things have been lessons which I have tried to imbibe in my own life, and I think somewhere that wisdom is deep rooted.
Yeah.
You know, वो अभी time दिखेगा. You know, I think with time, inshallah, if I get more work, and it will come out.
What do you mean if I get more work?
That's just the way you're saying it, you know, like it. I hope that transcends. And coming back to also the attention bit, I didn't know what I had done till the time I left school. I'll be very honest. So I've told these guys this. So I became an instructor with Shamak at 15, 16, and that's the time I joined college also. That's the time I realized that I had done, you know, films like K3G and all of that. Until then in school I was like, "Arey haan, you know, like aa gaya ye ad wala, acting wala." But it all came to me after I left school, and it was amazing. Yeah, this attention is different. It's sweet, you know. You feel good, like people know who you are.
You mentioned Govinda. I want to know what you learned from Mr. Khan, because everybody says that's an experience you never forget.
So he's I think he's an industry in himself. More than even as an actor, just the person he is. You know, to just be so humble after being, I think, one of the most successful people in the world. I won't say India, in the world, globally. But still making you feel important, you know. And I have to share this once. I met him many years after the film. And so I was dancing as a background dancer in this song called फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते from रब ने बना दी जोड़ी. And Shamak took me to him and he was like, "You remember him?" And he was like, "Oh my God, you know, you've become so big." And ma'am, you won't believe it, the first thing he asked me is like, "How is your mom?" The lady with the long hair. And my mother has these really two long plaits, and that was his first thing. And then he knew my dad. He was like, "How's Feroz bhai?" And you know, like he gave my dad also that respect, being a senior actor. And I was blown away, man. Like I was like, what are we doing? Like if he can remember this so many years later, it's amazing. And even her brother, you know, Hrithik also, there was so much to learn on K3G. Sorry, I'm going on and on, but
No, of course.
Not at all.
just the discipline, that effort to come on set. And I told this, I said this few days ago also, that we used to shoot, it was very cold in London. He used to come back and go work out after his shift. And I used to go like this water boy and just sit there and be like, wow, what is this man, you know? So that dedication was always there. So of course, ma'am, if you're seeing all this, you do learn this and you want to be that.
Fantastic people, and thank you for sharing this. But I have to do a little bit. Come, you should join me. Take a chill pill.
This is really...
Take a chill pill, Jibraan.
We've been doing this for the last 10 years.
You should not. Let's all Rahul, take a chill pill. Jibraan, only for you, okay? 1, 2, 3. Rahul, take a chill pill.
I want to say mom.
Mom.
Oh, we should say Jibraan.
Oh yeah, Jibraan.
Pashmina says it
Take
damn
a
well.
chill.
Pashmina, say it. He's telling you to
What
do
do
it.
you? He's saying
Pashmina knows
anything.
the other dialogue also.
Tell.
Oh, you should be asking him
I've
instead
done
of
it
asking me.
For us, I think one, na, the favorite one. Let's try. I know you've done it 1,000 times, but how can I?
Which one now?
Do you know which one?
I'll
The
do the
iconic.
Kareena Kapoor.
दुनिया में कुछ
किसने सिखाया? You do Kareena's part.
I don't know what did she
ये
say?
किसने कहा? Or something like that she says.
So it's like जिंदगी में अगर कुछ बनना हो, कुछ हासिल करना हो, कुछ जीतना हो, तो हमेशा अपने माँ और पापा का नाम लो. फिर देखना हर मुश्किल आसान हो जाएगी, हर जंग आसान हो जाएगी, जीत तुम्हारी होगी, सिर्फ तुम्हारी.
He's also saying it like that.
He's
young
saying
kid.
like that after I look like a baby.
I don't know how you do it, but you
baby and
channelize that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I can see
That's
it.
too
He's-
cute, yeah.
He's going inside his seat. You were so good.
Yeah.
But how do you
see
channelize
like
that?
in his
Yeah.
eyes.
He's
Yeah.
channelizing that childhood innocence.
Yes, yeah. You was
Cute. Listen, we love it. Sorry.
I like my Masi right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, you did a
Very-
fab job, huh, with the whole channelizing Kareena.
Bolo.
Bolo. Love.
She was also amazing in this shot. Guys, I have to tell you all one thing. So I was wearing these caps while doing this.
Yeah.
And they kept falling. If you all notice, whenever you'll see it, like,
Caps?
see,
Why were you
my
wearing
tooth
caps?
is like shaking.
Acha.
Oh.
So, and right after that, they had to do that scene at the bench where
Yeah.
Hrithik and
Yeah,
Shah
and
Rukh
you're
are like,
sitting in the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
"Ghar
yeah.
वापस आ जाओ भैया." So
Correct.
we were losing light, and I was fumbling, and Karan was like, "This boy has to get it." And the only person who saved me that day was Kareena.
Aw.
She was like, let the boy do it, you know. And I did
So
like a
sweet.
couple of takes, guys. I have a habit.
Yeah,
I give the most takes. I keep
Okay.
forgetting my line.
Okay.
So that's a bad thing to say. But yeah. So
fine.
she was the only one who kept saying, you know, like, it's okay, Jibraan. It's okay. You
Oh,
are the star of
my
the show.
God.
Take your time. Because it
How
was a long
sweet,
monologue.
how kind.
The dialogue also says
Very
that.
kind.
Welcome to the star
She
of the show.
really was so nice to work with that day, I remember.
How
With my
lovely.
tooth.
How
No, but I think the entire, I feel like all of them feel very proud. I saw Karan's post also. He almost feels like,
Yeah.
"Arey, mera beta dekho."
Yeah,
It was out of nowhere,
It's
and I
very
think all of
sweet.
us were like, oh my god, that's
It's
so
very
sweet.
sweet,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
Very empowering.
You know, Pashmina, I know, of course, you know, you've grown up in the film family, but something I read recently about the producer said that you didn't want anyone else to know that you come from the Roshan family while you
I
auditioned. They told that they apparently didn't know that till the time the audition got over. They will, of course, question and say that, you know, it comes from privilege and all of that. But this was very interesting for me to hear. Can you tell me why? And maybe that will probably answer a lot of questions.
So I don't think it's anything that I didn't want anybody to know or anything like that. There's just a process you go through when you audition for a film. You're not auditioning to the makers of the film.
Sure.
There are like stages of an audition. You'll audition to the casting agent, then that will get seen and picked up by the director, and then you need to give more rounds of auditions with different scenes. You give that, and then you go finally give a test in front of the director, and if the director likes you, then you are locked for the part.
Sure.
So there is a giant process, and it's a months-long process. It doesn't happen in
Yeah,
a week
yeah. It's-
at all.
of course.
And there are so many projects that you've auditioned for like a year and you've not heard anything.
yeah.
And then suddenly they say, hey, can you come and give another test for this?
Yeah.
And then again it's a while, and then probably somebody else is casted or something. So it was not like, that is why when I auditioned to Nipun sir, our director, finally, I just went and I gave my audition. I don't enter the room and say, hi, I'm Pashmina Roshan or whatever, this one's daughter, this one. That's not how anyone does it.
Yeah.
So it's just like a natural progression of things, and it's so probably who my father was and all, just it didn't come.
I also don't think you've been in the news too much.
Yeah,
before.
exactly. I have.
Yeah, you're not like
been
backed
very,
everywhere as
been very private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so, it's always been like that.
Even your
But
socials
yeah,
are private before.
even my social
Yeah.
media was private. It was always.
Yeah.
It became public only when we had to announce the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for me to skip under the radar. Huh?
I like how you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of protect your privacy, at least up to
Protect
hoga, but
my privacy. I don't think that was what I was thinking about. I was not prepared.
You're not prepared.
There was a lot to prepare for me to reach the point where I feel like I'm worthy enough to come in front of the camera. There was a lot of growth that was needed. I had to do a lot of workshops. I had to have acting workshops, dance workshops, speech, everything. Just groom yourself. So up until that point, when I'm not groomed, I don't feel like I'm ready to show myself to the world.
Can I add something to
Of
this?
course.
So I feel like as actors, we want to come with our own identity. Like I relate to what she's saying, because even my dad has been an actor, and whenever I also go into a room, I don't start my conversation with that. Like I feel somewhere we want our identity to be known as us, and then of course that's never going to go away from us. Like we are what we are. But I feel that just making your own identity with your name and your talent, I think that is which we all feed upon. Like we want that recognition in our capacity.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, I am very proud of my family. I am so proud of what they've achieved, and I love the art that they make. I love it. And am I lucky to be around them? Yes. Am I lucky to have their support, and am I lucky to have their advice?
Yeah.
Yes, and I do understand that going forward, my last name might come with some sort of wounds. It might, not denying that.
Sure.
But it is me that I have to work hard. I have to be diligent. I have to improve at every point, and for that, I need to see where I made mistakes as well, like where I faltered, and be very like unabashed about it, and then keep working, keep being a student at it. Just be humble, put your head down, and give your 5,000% in everything.
I appreciate that honesty.
But thank you for asking that
Of
question.
course, always, because I'm saying like from the
giving
beginning
me-
you've been very clear about it, but there you go. And while we are there, and we'll come back to another fun round of romance and love questions.
Yay!
I will have to end with saying, you had two people, out here who have spoken to about Mr. Roshan and his dedication.
Yes.
Rohit's told me so much, and we just heard Jibraan telling, and the kind of, not just the aura, but the kind of dedication that he brings in to everything in his life.
Yeah.
To his sets, actually.
And in his life as well, like
Yeah.
he leads his life when you talk
Very
to him,
positive.
when I've spoken to him.
Even his interviews, I mean, I just go back and see some fantastic interviews of Hrithik.
Yeah.
and
Mind is unlike anyone
it gives you
else.
so much, even as an outsider, even as someone possibly who's within the industry. I feel like there's so much to gain from.
Give me your perspective of someone you might have had some lovely conversations, maybe about the fact that it might have helped you and people who are listening, and maybe some advice.
Of course, like a lot of, what I value the most is his feedback. When he watches any of my things, his feedback is very valuable. He's also given me advice on how to approach things.
Yeah.
For instance, approach scenes, not just things, but no, he gives a lot of life advice also.
Which is great.
But you know what? The main thing that he said to me is what I will repeat myself here, is that you have to improve. And if you notice him in anything, if you see him from one project to the next, he's given the audience something different. He's given the audience something new. And that is because he's also a student there, and he doesn't think that he has it down. He knows that, hey, I can get better. And that is something that I have really learned from him, and I wish to continue all my life.
Fantastic.
But if you're talking about him being dedicated in the sense of his craft, he's also so dedicated to his family. And for me, that is the most biggest focus. That, I can say for a lot of times that my family is closer because of him, because he plans things together. He makes sure that all of us are chilling and hanging out and doing fun things, and also that we are learning new things and exploring.
Yeah.
So I would like to say, like, we were on a holiday, okay? And he didn't want us to be just sitting at home. He's like, no, you must go learn something. So he enrolled us. Yeah, you have to do something. You have to like enjoy. You can't just sit in this thing, which I love. I love that about him. He always pushes us to like explore. So we all went and we enrolled in these golf lessons. And turns
Which
out,
has helped you.
when I finally got the call back for Ishq Vishk and I got the script and I read it, Sanya plays golf.
Yeah, she's a golfer.
So it was like, it was a
You've manifested it.
Yeah. But it's
Fantastic.
I did not know this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even I did. Why did you tell me?
it was
is
so
so cute.
And the funny thing is, I remember there was one conversation we had outside by his house, and you could see the ocean from his house. So it's very, very much etched in my memory. He's told me, you do different things in life now, that manifests in your films. You will
And
get
look at
characters
this.
like that. I'm
And
not
look at this.
lying.
That's
He's
so
actually said this.
No, I'm sure. Of course.
That's
I
good
mean,
advice.
that's fantastic. Hindi films have told us, pyar dosti hai. But let us question that and say, what is your definition of pyar? Technically, ishq. Let's stick to that. Ishq is not the same as, and let's talk about the red flags.
Yeah.
Jiski wajah se it's a completely no.
Okay. I think my definition of ishq is, for sure for me, I think my foundation has to be friendship. And I've learned
Pyar
it the
dosti
hard
hai.
yeah, I've learned it the hard way. And it's always sometimes gone the other way around, where it's like infatuation and like that instant connect, and then it kind of fizzles out. But what I've, I think, come to realize is that the love, the ishq that starts off with a solid foundation like friendship just holds more ground. So definitely pyar dosti hai mere hisab se. And in terms of red flags, I think the basics, yeah. Like for me, it's the fundamentals. Like, you know, if you're disrespectful, if you don't look into my eyes while we talk, and that kind of that just connecting. For me, that's a big one because I've noticed a lot of times. You can see that they're zoning out in a conversation.
I wonder why Jibraan and Rohit laugh the loudest.
I think personal experience.
Because it's also like, it's pretty like accurate. Like,
Yeah.
you're a red flag if you're not looking into my eyes.
You're out.
You're out.
You don't look into my eyes. You are out.
But exactly what I said, I love it.
My red flags, I think, definitely disrespect, not paying attention just while talking, and yeah, I think these two are my main red flags.
Yeah. And
Ballu bata.
I have a nice red
well
flag.
done. Let's see. Jibraan, I think very interesting kind of answers from Naila. Let's see. प्यार दोस्ती है नहीं है?
Of course, प्यार दोस्ती है. But yeah, for me it's simple. You know, you need to have fun. You need to really
What kind of fun?
the ones which you also want to have. But I think I've said it before, even Rohit has said it, like I feel it should feel like home. You know, it should not feel negative. It should not feel I need to come back and keep giving 100 justifications about something which doesn't exist. My biggest red flag, which I just got to know because we are talking about food, if you can't decide a place to eat with me, my God, that can be... It's exhausting, guys, and I'm sure we've all been in that place, you know, because just making it fun now.
Yeah.
But no, red flag, I think disrespect and not having enough ambition, and
It's a big one.
yeah, like I feel like there has to be something driving two forces together.
Yeah.
Because if one person is too ambitious, then the other person will be like, why are you spending so much time on that? You know, like you need to have a balance. And yeah, easy, simple.
Ambition makes sense, right? You would want to be the person that you look up to also, and that comes from also the kind of drive you have. So,
Correct.
all very good points. Pashmina, on you now.
Pashmina.
प्यार दोस्ती है.
प्यार दोस्ती है. So
प्यार
cute.
दोस्ती है.
प्यार दोस्ती
No,
है.
you have to be very comfortable. You have to. For me, love is like a place where you are comfortable, but then a place that also allows you to grow and expand and try new things, experience new things, not to be stagnant, because that is so important in life. Red flags, I would say I have many. I'm dressed like one today.
She is the flag.
No. I'm not the red flag.
She's a green
I
forest.
Pashmina.
Okay, I'll tell you. I would say a red flag would be if someone is too overly involved in your space. Like they don't have their own individuality.
So they
and
don't maintain
everything is
boundaries.
about the relationship. It's not about you and me and us as individuals and then us coming together.
Yeah.
It's as us together. That I feel like
Do
is
jisse
a
mein ek jaan,
red
you
flag
don't
in couples. Yeah,
Well done.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
one.
that's the main
That
one.
can be a problem.
You like do jisse mein ek jaan theory?
Should
I think I agree with her. I feel like you can be in love, but if you don't have your own
Have your own.
individual personalities, at the end of the day, that'll fall out.
And
That'll
especially
fizzle out.
today's day and age.
You'll have, and it's so sad, na, that the fact, and I don't like the sentence of someone completes you. I don't think you have to be complete in yourself.
Absolutely.
I never like the sentence of कोई तो ऐसे तुमको आगे complete करेगा.
Yeah.
तो हम मतलब if you're single and you're incomplete, the thought is bothersome for me.
Right.
So I think like
also like it's
heal yourself and come यार मतलब
Yeah.
अपना
One-
baggage वगैरह heal करके आना.
I understand not you can't complete yourself. I understand that.
Yeah.
But not one person. There are so many people around
100%.
you. You have different relationships with each of them. They're all equally important. My
Yeah.
relationship with my mom would be as important.
Yeah.
And she fills a different cup for me.
Absolutely. Well
You need-
put.
Yeah.
सरव जी आपके पास आ गए हम
Sharab ji?
it's lunch time and they all have extensive promotions, so we are very glad that someone's eating.
Someone started.
The rest are just
Fine,
looking.
Rudrani.
See,
Fine.
look, everything can
Shame
wait,
them so
food
that
should not.
I shame
Good. Listen, I can think of all the red flags right now, but when you do start liking somebody, you forget about all of it.
So true.
100%.
It's really, you want
Dil
to
ki baat.
believe that those are not red flags, that it must be one-off things.
So true.
So, as of right now, what I can think of on top of my head is, of course, the first one is dishonesty. I don't like dishonesty at all. And it's also really weird to kind of maneuver through dishonesty because you don't know
The level.
the level of hiding / being untrue that should be considered as dishonesty. It's
True.
a little complicated to understand. Second thing I would say would be disrespect. That's just like these are like basic whatever ground rules. What he said was bang on. I feel like it's very, very important for you to be ambitious because I think it's one of the things that are most exciting for me in anybody.
Yeah.
So that.
Turn on. No, sorry.
Turn on, he said.
Yeah, that is very important. And red flags for me is, I think, I don't know, man. It really depends on situation to situation. But like these are some of the basic ground rules that I feel like I must never kind of make peace with in a relationship.
Are you good at recognizing red flags? Like, because you said particularly that.
I
Are
don't
any of you
think so.
good?
Yeah.
You think he's not?
I don't think so. He's too sweet.
I can be sweet but also be discerning.
Do you know what else is a red flag? When someone gets angry and their go-to reaction is to give you the silent treatment. I cannot deal with the silent treatment at all.
So I feel one of the things that is very, very concerning for me, and it's not just in relationships but in general when I'm speaking with anybody, it could be me and you, is that we're talking about a certain something and you and I can have opposing opinions on it.
Sure.
Instead of trying to understand where it's coming from, and I don't need you to agree with me, it's really okay because we're two different individuals, but you try to change my opinion on it. I will be open to hearing what your opinion is, but if you're, instead of accepting the fact that there can be two different opinions, you try to be aggressive and try to change my opinion on it, I think that's a huge problem for me. Like I get very irritated by that.
And like how we spoke, gaslighting is a big one.
Gaslighting.
I love, we can write a book of ground rules.
So, but I hope,
nice.
but I hope the
Nice,
ones who are
nice.
watching can also write in the comments and tell us what their ideas are, and I'm sure a lot of them will agree with a lot of points that have been discussed here. But of course, we come to a fun round of games. How can we not? First one, let me tell you what I'm going to do. We're playing a fun round of games. Obviously, everything is going to be around ishq, around love and all of that. The first, of course, is going to be giving you a list of terms that Gen Zs use for dating.
Arey yaar.
You all know? We'll see. You might not
good at
know.
this.
Okay, and you'll have to just pick up your hand and tell me if you know exactly what that means.
Okay.
And define
This
it.
can be
That's
played
it.
while eating, no?
Of course, you
so
can just
you
put
just
your hand
pick
in
your
the-
hand
You
up.
can be eating, no
There
problem.
is a decorum that must be
we
maintained.
must maintain
But
a decorum.
maintain
Also,
decorum.
you do not
You don't like
Hand up to
It's
answer.
rich coming from you talking about decorum.
Pashmina, you also scream.
Why, Rohit? Why?
Gen Z dating terms. Gen Z has come up with their own terms in dating that some people might not understand.
Yeah.
Anybody who exactly knows what that means needs to pick up their hand and explain that term. All right.
Ready?
Here we go. The first term
We know it.
is cannot. It's unfair.
Come on, guys,
Come
come
on.
on.
Don't do. इतना level पे करना. इतना level.
No.
हाँ, हाथ नीचे. Come on. We'll fair. Okay. The first
This competitive
term
spirit is
I
out.
love
already
it.
there.
First term is benching.
I
swear.
no.
Rohit, let's go.
Benching is when I'm benching somebody. For example,
Wow.
I'm already in a relationship.
Benching is when I'm benching somebody. Hurry.
I'm already in a relationship.
Okay.
But I have the next one ready in line to date. In case this one doesn't work out. That's called benching.
Nice.
You're not in a relationship. You are you having a roster. You're choosing
have an
people from
option.
a bench.
That's
and there
wrong.
is one person you like a lot and
करो
there are
करो Google
benches.
करो अभी करो
अच्छा
Google.
चला.
ये wrong है.
चल इसको point दे दो. ले लो.
Then what is breadcrumbing?
Wait.
Red
अरे
flag is
छोड़
something
यार.
else.
Every day you
Rohit,
have this.
let's exactly say in one line what you mean. Okay, there are two definitions. You stick by the fact that benching is
While
Is-
dating, you're
is when I'm
looking at
dating
someone
and I
else.
already have my next option ready.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping on hold.
it's actually true. You're putting them on the bench. So this is
Yeah, like
absolute-
substitutes.
Yeah, like let's say whole pay. They can get we can revisit like that. So right, absolutely. Okay. What is cuffing? What is cuffing?
When you have, when you're in a relationship, you cuffed them. You got the man or the woman.
I had a
I
wrong-
thought it was
And
an
like as a
adult one.
wife
I
or
was
a
gonna say
husband.
the wrong one then.
As a wife or a husband. Whoa. Naila.
What is it?
Cuffing season is actually, they say like winter is like the season for cuffing because you want to just be with someone because
Cozy.
you want to cuddle and cozy.
So I get this point. Yes.
What?
Wait,
Wow.
Pick up your
The
hand.
question was just
I said
I
cuffing.
also said again that do you want to give it a try?
No, nobody gets this point.
Yeah,
She was
nobody
also
gets-
wrong.
no one
I
gets
was
this point.
right.
No, you went into another zone.
Oh my
Y'all are
god.
talking about
You were
getting into
there
a
and then you
relationship.
deflected somewhere else.
Y'all are talking about getting into a relationship. She's talking about cuddling and
But
Doing
that
things
is
like that.
cuffing.
So basically,
season. She just said cuffing.
but cuffing season is what we are going with.
Pashmina. Now deal with it.
No, I don't agree.
It's fine. You can.
Acha, she's like, I don't agree with
Yeah.
you. She's like,
You are wrong.
you are wrong. Okay. Soft launch.
When on Instagram, you just show, you don't show the full face, but you soft launch them.
100%. She got it.
Yes!
Like soft launch, they're showing like a
Oh my
hand
God.
or someone like a half a face.
Yeah.
What?
Like
Yeah.
like the
But
back
you'll see
of
a lot
them.
of posts like that. You'll see like
With
women
just a
holding thing and
hand.
someone putting a hand there and
That's insane.
it's
I
Well
only know
done.
soft launch of like stores and bars and restaurants. I
But
didn't
you
know of
soft
a
launch people
relationship.
also now. It's a new age.
Wow.
you're bang on. She's right. I'll absolutely give it to her. Okay. Orbiting.
I know.
I said, well, hello.
Rohit,
It-
Rohit,
how
Rohit.
did you
Ouch,
say,
I'm back.
just
I'm
because he
asking
was
her.
louder,
Rohit,
my
Rohit,
hand
Rohit.
went up here
They
before.
get-
You made eye contact with her or what?
No, I was looking at
He
her.
said it loudly.
Orbiting is when you're orbiting around somebody. You're 1 second.
It's wrong. It's wrong. You become an ex already. Do you remember in the previous?
Wait.
Okay, fine.
They-
I'm
she doesn't
helping
get
you.
this point. No.
I'm
Second time you
helping
said the
you
same
out of love.
See, orbiting is when the things between you are over,
Yes.
but you're still revolving. You're always around. You're always almost like stalker syndrome is what orbiting.
Yeah, stalker
Yes.
syndrome.
Yeah, basically when you break up with someone but not completely just
Yes.
still hanging
Yes.
in that
Yes.
zone.
Partially
Yeah.
stalking
I'll give it
and
to
all.
You're
him.
breaking it off with them.
Okay, one last
But
one
tell
before
the
going to the next
camera
one.
that I
Okay.
helped you.
She helped me.
Acha, okay. You want to have what? Now, anyway, right now,
Half
Pashmina
name like
is dealing thing, na?
1 second. It's her problem that she wanted to help. I'm not sharing my point. I've got 20. She's got 10.
It's fine. I'm
two.
very benevolent.
Let the winning.
Okay, this is a very easy one. The last one is I'm hoping for both Naila and Jibraan for khata kholne ke liye simping.
I know. You looked at her. That's why you're saying.
It means I stand, I have love hearts around for them, I like them.
Can you speak in
I'm
normal
simping.
English?
Yeah, I can't understand it.
Okay,
But you don't want to
I
comment.
find them cute. I'm like, no, nothing like that. I find
Simping
them
like
cute.
ogling,
I
yeah.
find them like I'm ogling at them. I have those love struck eyes for them.
She said it. I'll give it to you. Absolutely.
Whatever,
Right
you
now,
will
tie.
cheat.
Technically, tie hai in dono ke beech mein.
Yeah.
So we have a tie with the thing. All
We
right.
were
Well done.
Silent
Well done.
observers. Very nice.
Well done.
Very
Look at
nice.
you all Gen Z approved already.
The food was amazing.
Food was amazing.
Finished it.
The chit that you pick. Now let's say Rohit will pick one. Rohit will have to, whatever it is in you, you'll have to, it's basically dam sharads, right? You explain to them what it is.
Oh,
But you all
yes.
have to be fair. Jan bujh ke, if you pretend that you're not getting it, will be unfair, which is what people do sometimes. It's a very easy, I have kept it so easy because you all can have fun with it. I have not kept anything difficult ki, Howrah Bridge ki, latakti lash.
One
absolutely.
second.
Is
So
it
let's
true?
just go.
It's-
One second.
Yeah,
I would like to make it clear that this is Hindi, okay?
It's all,
Hindi,
I'm making it,
English,
I'm making it all
prepositions,
easy for you. I want this to be
Prepositions sound like, okay?
I'm going to make it very easy for you that these are all romantic films. Now, isse zyada and this is Bollywood. I'm
I
making
start?
it that easy.
I
But
love them.
She's lovely. She's lovely at this.
Okay, so but remember, Rohit, you get 30 seconds to explain
Wow,
because
thanks.
Arey.
for 40, chalo 40
have
le
a
lo.
timer.
ऐसे नहीं
But-
करते. It's fine.
Okay, do it. It'll be very easy. Don't worry. So, you tell me what you
Just
want.
like
It's 3 only.
Oh, sorry. You can't see like that.
This has a lot of words, so I don't want this.
Third
This one I want.
This
This one I
one.
want.
Okay.
Hey, तो
This has
choose
less.
कर रहा है.
You can't see
Arey,
it.
you are
have to see
supposed
it like
to
that. खुद का. And go.
Ishq Vishq
Ishq
Rebound.
Vishq Ishq Vishq Rebound.
Ishq Vishq.
Ishq
Ishq.
Ishq.
Ishq. Oh,
Done.
yeah.
Oh.
And I knew you were
Wow.
Yes.
Super.
very
Green flag.
Very nice.
Green flag.
You tell me which number I'll tell. 1, 2, 3 hai?
3.
Okay. Don't show it to anyone.
अरे यार
Karan, don't show it. They're reading it. Don't show it.
I'm not. I'm
अरे यार it's too long.
5 words.
5 words. First word. Heart.
दिल
दिल.
है कि
मन.
मानता नहीं.
दिल, मन, प्यार.
Dil mohabbat.
प्यार. Okay, प्यार दोस्ती है. नहीं प्यार.
दिल प्यार. First word is दिल.
Can I see it again?
अरे पश्मीना.
First word is दिल. Second
No.
प्यार.
प्यार.
Pyar. Acha. Pyar is one.
Second word. Second word. हाँ.
आगे.
Second word.
Second
दो.
word दो.
प्यार दो.
प्यार.
Pyar dosti hai.
अरे प्यार दोबारा. दोबारा दो दोस्ती.
Fourth word. जिब्रान.
जिब्रान को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं?
लड़का.
बॉय मैन गर्ल.
मर्द.
बॉय मैन फ्रेंड.
Gabru.
इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते
हिंदी
हैं?
में लौंडा लड़का.
अरे इंग्लिश.
इंग्लिश. अरे यार.
मैन.
Man.
If
Boy,
you want, you can try.
young
it.
man.
Boyfriend.
मेल. प्यार.
Find another approach
Guy.
to this.
Guy.
Which film
You
is
want to
this?
try? You want to try telling? It's very easy. If I say it, you all will be like, oh.
Pashmina, you're good at this. Come on.
Pashmina, you want to try telling them who the hero,
Yeah.
something, or the actress. You
Third
know.
word. Chal. Short. Chal. Short.
Boys.
Bro.
Men.
Men. Showmen. The great.
प्यार है पहला भाई.
Sorry यार. होता है guys.
होता है.
Okay, fine, done. I'm done.
You want to?
Yeah,
One second, she got it. What is it?
I was
Wait,
so
wait,
bad.
wait. I have only 2 more left. If you want.
Okay, I'm good at this. Yeah.
Give one.
I'm
and
good
you
at
take one.
guessing, yeah.
Oh God.
Also, I'm very good at this, but I don't know why I was.
अरे वो दिख रहा है.
दिल तो पागल है.
Hey, she's
Naila
got it.
saw.
I'm not.
Dil?
I didn't actually see. I don't know.
4 words. 4 words.
Four words Hindi.
Hindi this
अरे
यार.
यार okay.
दिल धड़कने दो.
दिल.
जिगर.
Oh.
प्यार.
Something is happening to me. कुछ होता है.
Yes. Can I do the fourth one too?
No, let her
let
try. Let her try.
5 word है.
5 words.
प्यार किया तो डरना क्या?
हाँ.
Oh, you said पहले वाला सच.
Yeah, I was trying to say जो उसने बोला था.
Cheat. Naila is a cheat. Well done. Good job.
Give
Just
me-
want to say we are way better than this in the game.
I know I'm very good at this game.
It's. I think it's fabric. But we're going to end this wonderful conversation. We can go for. I had too much fun. Thank you so much.
We did.
But
So did we.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to talk about chemistry that we see. I love it, but I know that it takes a while. You guys are such good friends of the screen, right? So I want to know when you're doing those scenes, what happens when cut happens?
Laughter.
Yeah, I want to know what happens when cut happens.
Laughter.
These two are absolutely pathetic on set. They cannot keep a straight face on.
They cannot. These two.
You're giving us a bad rep, Rohit.
So you're doing like all this and then you like.
Yes.
In our serious scenes also, these guys are laughing. So these two are.
Humor तो होना चाहिए ना किधर?
Pashmina looks shocked.
I have not laughed in any serious scene.
Okay.
Pashmina is a liar.
Which
Pashmina
serious
is
scene
a
have I
liar.
laughed in?
Yes.
Okay.
But on cut, they used to laugh a lot.
Yeah, I've not laughed in a serious scene. कुछ भी.
She's saying cut के बाद.
There's actually one very cute thing. We wish, I don't know if I can reveal it, but there's this very emotional scene, okay?
Yeah.
Between Rohit and I, and Jibraan is also in it. We know all 3 of us were there. But what I'm saying is there's a picture of Rohit and I sitting like this, and after the cut has happened, still crying to each other. Do you remember that?
Oh, so sweet.
One
Yeah?
second. I would like to correct this.
Oh,
I was not crying. She was crying.
You were consoling her.
She was crying.
Shut up.
and I was
I will
sitting
show
like
you the
this,
picture.
And she was crying because she saw my shot and she was like, "You were so good," and she started crying.
Started crying.
So
Yeah, I felt like crying.
listen, I love it. Ishq, Vishk and Dosti here. We love it. Thank you so much, sending you all so much.
Thank you so much.
I love you all.
Thank you.
And I
Thank
will
you.
cheer for you all the way.
Thank
Ishq Vishk Rebound all the way.
21st June.
21st June
21st
in
June,
theaters
21st
near
June.
you and far away. Everywhere.
Yes.
Thank you so much.